Hi YouTube, today I'm going to share some of my settings of how I use my ecotech Vortech MP10s on the Reefer 250. I have here two ecotechs, one mounted on the right side of the tank and the other one mounted on the left side of the tank. They're not directly facing each other. This one is set a little bit deeper near the back, and the right MP10 is set more close to the front of the glass here. And I find that it generates a lot of flow in the 250. I don't have to crank them up all the way to get them to move water. There is very little dead spots, and I've actually modified the return pump, the return nozzle on the Reefer. It used to be just a single nozzle that would shoot straight up, which caused some problems. It would blow sand in the front of the tank right here. I'll show you my program for the MP10s in a little bit, but first, if you were ever interested in making standing waves in the Reefer, I'm going to show you quickly the settings for that. If you have MP10s on the 250 Reefer, you should be able to just punch these numbers in and get some very cool waves in the tank. Here's my program for the two ecotech MP10s. Overnight, I run them both at 40%. Then I start the day off with a detritus cleaning phase, where essentially I am running both pumps at around 100%. Then I usually have Reef Crest running at a maximum intensity of 80%. And what you have to understand is that when you're running Reef Crest at 80%, the average speed of the pump is actually going to be half of that. So that what you're setting is a max intensity, not the average intensity. Then after this short little phase, I have a feeding period where I turn both pumps down to around 5%. Then we have a 4-hour period where both pumps are running at Reef Crest. Now they're running independently. That's good because it gives a lot of turbulent flow in the tank, and there'll be periods where both pumps are actually running at 100%. Then I have another detritus cleaning period here where both pumps are running at 100%. Then I do nutrient transport mode for about 2.5 hours, and there the tank would, the pumps would ramp up and generate some waves and clear the tank of detritus. Then after that, I run Reef Crest on one pump and Lagoon mode on the other pump. So Lagoon is very similar to Reef Crest, but it doesn't vary the pump speed as much from the setting that you set. So it stays close to 75%. Then I have my second feeding period at around 5 p.m. So both pumps turn really low. Then I have a nice little standing wave that I run in the tank for an hour. That's usually when I'm around. This is dinner time, and I really like the look of a standing wave in the tank. You have a lot of motion in the poly. Then I go Lagoon mode again on one pump and Reef Crest on the other to generate some random flow. Then I have another detritus cleaning period where I'm running both pumps at around 100%. Then I go Reef Crest and Lagoon, and then I go back to constant speed around 40%. So after much trial and error, here's the best settings that I found to make a nice gentle wave in the Reefer. So you have two pumps. One pump is set as a master and the other one is set as a slave. And the pulse frequency is 620 milliseconds, so 0.62 seconds. You could do that at around 70%, 50%, 80%. It changes the amplitude a little bit of the wave, but for the most part, you know, even at maximum intensity, you're not going to have water overflow. This is the setting that I use to have a wave around dinner time when I'm around to look at the tank. It produces some very nice water movement, good motion on the polyps, and good motion on the few SPS that I have. Thanks for watching my video on the ecotech Vortech MP10s. These are great little pumps that could push a lot of water and create different types of flow within your tank.